Hi y'all, so today we are going to be doing a vegan pulled pork. Mine won't quite be vegan, very easy to make it vegan. We have a jackfruit. Now my jackfruit is pretty well ripe. You don't want it this ripe normally. It'll still work, it'll still be good. Just where I live, they're going to be fairly ripe when I get them. But if it's still yellow, still a little bit green, that's great. Now whatever spices you like with your pulled pork, I would say go for it, right? Maybe if it's on the riper side like mine is, or if it's, even half this ripe, I would say maybe pull sugar out of it. Don't use any sugar if it's like this, because it's going to be sweet enough. So for my seasonings today, I'm just going to be using some paprika, some cayenne, some mustard, some ginger, and some salt, and some cinnamon. We also got vegetable stock, some garlic, an onion. And when I said mine's not quite vegan, because I'm not vegan and I'm not going to buy a bottle of Worcestershire sauce just for this recipe, I'm using the normal, but obviously there's vegan Worcestershire sauce. That's the best pronunciation you're getting out of me too, by the way. Also, we got our buns. Whatever bun that you fancy for a pulled pork sandwich, go ahead, use that. But before we get to cooking, we are on the road to 500 subscribers, so if you like to learn a new recipe every week, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and let's get to cooking. Alright y'all, first things first, we're going to start with the jackfruit. You just want to cut this thing in half. Then we're going to cut her in half again. Now I have 2 bowls. And this hard part, we're just going to go ahead and cut this out. What we want are these pods. You'll notice this membrane on it. You can save this membrane. It'll cook just like meat as well. But what we want right now are these pods. And there's going to be a seed in these pods, like this. And we're going to save that. You can roast them up, you can boil them as well. And we're just going to take the fruit. Now the fruit like this, when it's yellow and ripe, is very good to eat by itself as well. Kind of tastes like bubblegum. Which might be a weird description, considering we're going to use it as a meat substitute. So I'm going to go ahead, take care of my jackfruit, and I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, so I did half of my jackfruit. That's probably 5 to 6 cups of jackfruit. And while I was cleaning the jackfruit, I got to thinking, maybe, I'll use the other half, make some ice cream. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. But anyways, let's move on to the next step. Now we're going to take our onion, and we're just going to dice this thing up. Alright y'all, so we have just a little bit of vegetable oil. We're going to go ahead, drop our onions into this pot, into this skillet, my bad. And we're just going to start cooking these. We want these to get translucent, to start goldening up, translucent to goldening up, and that's about the right timing. Alright, after our onions start to turn translucent, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of garlic. You can do more garlic, you can do less. Now we're going to start adding our jackfruit. Now once we have our jackfruit mixed around, stirred up, and cooking a little bit, take a teaspoon of our ground ginger, half a teaspoon of our cayenne, tablespoon of our mustard, about half a teaspoon of our paprika, half a teaspoon of our cinnamon. And then a tablespoon of your Worcestershire. Almost forgot, a couple pinches of salt. Then we got 2 cups of vegetable stock. And now we're going to simmer this on medium-high heat, or until that liquid cooks out and the fruit has tenderized. Alright, y'all. So it's been 45 minutes. Now we have a baking sheet here. It's been lined with tin foil and lightly oiled. And we're just going to scoop all this out, put it on the baking sheet, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so now we're going to throw this in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes for 350 degrees. At that point, I'll bring you back. Alright, y'all. So I cooked mine for an hour, and then I pulled it off. I threw it in a bowl. At this point, if you want to add some more barbecue sauce to this, go ahead. This would be the perfect time to do that. But I'm going to go ahead. Stack that on a bun. No, let's do 2. Like I said, this is a great meat substitute. So if you like this video, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button down below. There's a video over here that YouTube thinks you should watch. And until next time, keep on cooking on.